Okay, so in this first video, I'm going to show you how to get your drum beat for your song Feel So Close by Calvin Harris. When you open up your project, it's going to look something like this. You are going to have one track that says Classic Electric Piano. This is going to give you piano sounds, which we don't want. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that over here, this I is selected. If it isn't and you can't see it, click on it now. You're then going to look for where it says E piano in blue. When you hover over it, you will see three symbols. Click on the one furthest to the right, which is these two arrows, and you will get a drop down. Go all the way down to where it says Ultrabeat Drum Machine and click. When you open it up, you're going to get something that looks like this. It looks quite complicated, but we're not going to use all of these dials yet. The first thing that we need to do is select a drum kit that we want to use. In this case, I'm going to use Trance Kit 2, but it will be up to you to decide what you want to use. Each of them have a different sound. I'm going to show you how to sample those now. So I click up here where it says Manual on mine, go to Drum Kits, and you have lots and lots of choices. You might have more or fewer than mine depending on how much is downloaded onto your computer. I'm going to use this one here at the bottom that says Trance Kit 02. And I can get a sampling of the sounds by clicking on this play button here. If it's too small, you can drag the window to make it bigger, but mine is the right size. So I'm going to click here and listen to what these sounds sound like. We're going to make our own drum beat. The reason that I've chosen this one is because it has a really powerful kick drum. I now want to put in my own beat. So once you've selected your drum kit that you like, you can select any of these, bearing in mind that some sound better than others for this style of music. You're going to go down here to the bottom right where it says Full View and click on that. This is now going to give you this sort of sample drum that we just heard. We don't want that, so I'm going to click on the bottom right or bottom left and highlight over everything. If it takes you a minute to do that, don't worry. If you end up doing this, just start again. So click on the bottom left, hold your mouse down, and drag over everything until it goes away. Now, I need to add in 4 parts in total. And to add anything, all you do is just click on it like this. I'm first going to start here on the hard kick. If you've selected a different drum kit, let's say that you chose Electronic Dub Kit, you can see that all of my names are different. So this one, the bottom one, is called Kick Growl. You're just looking for the one that has the closest name to what I'm telling you. I'm going to go back into my Trance Kit 2. Full View. Get rid of all of this. And first, hard kick. For kick, I'm going to click on the number 1, the number 9, 17, and 25. And now I can sample what this sounds like by pressing play. So that's what my kick drum is going to sound like. I'm now going to add in the heavy snare and the bright clap on 5, 13, 21, and 29. So here is my heavy snare. Going to find 5, 13, 21, and 29. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bright clap. This is the same thing that you are going to do on your project. Let's listen to that. Already starting to sound more like a beat. And then finally, to finish off my beat, I'm going to find the one that says Cymbal Hit. That's this one here, number 7. And I'm going to put that on 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, and 31. So that looks like this. 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, and 31. And now I've finished my entire basic drum beat for my sequencing project. Let's listen to that. So I've got 3 basic parts. I have my 4 on the floor. I have my back beat, which is on the heavy snare and the bright clap. And then finally, I have some offbeat syncopations. Once this is correct and I like it, I'm now going to save my beat so I know I don't lose it. Up here at the top where the name of your drum kit is, you're going to click on the arrow once more and say save as. It's going to bring up this empty folder and you're going to rename this as you and your partner's name. So I'm going to rename it as Miss Woldmere Drum Beat and press save. This way I know I can always get it back. Once I'm done with that, I want to drag it into my project. In order to do that, I want to make sure it's on this track. So I've just moved my Ultrabeat selection a bit further away. I'm then going to find down here where it says pattern, and then there's these little dots, and when I hover it says drag to arrange window. I'm going to grab that and drag it into my drum beat track. That's going to give me 1, which isn't very long, so I'm going to loop it by pressing on the keyboard Command R. So find Command and R, and that will repeat it a few times. I'm going to make it so that it is heard 4 times in total. To check that's worked, I'm going to press play. And I can now close out Ultrabeat because I've got my beat right here. And it can keep going. So that's how you make your drum beat. If you need some more help on this, make sure that you watch the video back again before asking your teacher for help.